You're watching Peace Country Presents on CJDC TV.
Welcome back. You are watching Peace Country Presents Lifestyles and Entertainment. In our last segment of this evening, you're probably going to meet a woman that you've maybe seen around town because she's always involved in community events. And the two of us share one thing in common, our genuine love of yoga. So I'm really excited for you to get to know Sheri Anderson a little bit better.
BCRPA certified yoga fitness instructor.
That is just one of the many things Miss Sheri Anderson is qualified for. You may recognize her from around town as she is a prominent community member, known mainly for her athletic abilities and love of yoga.
So this class is all about coming together and just getting fit and being healthy, right? Like that's what we're kind of going for. We're not going for just a yoga class or just a training class.
She has practiced for years, but only became certified 4 years ago.
And I have decided not to teach adults anymore as of this year, other than the class here at Evangela, which incorporates boot camp. Since I was a teenager, but I really started practicing probably when I was pregnant with my son, so 7 years ago. And then I was using it as a stress relief. I was going about 3 times a week after I left Drake's dad, and then it was just my thing for like a year. I went 3 times a week, and then my big thing to become a teacher was because I went to some classes and the teacher wasn't teaching. They were performing. So my big thing when I became a teacher was to be a teacher, not a performer. And then I did the certification, and my teacher was a really good teacher, and she was on that teaching aspect of it, because I want to teach people how to do it properly, not just follow.
Her passion is teaching youngsters.
It's watching how much the kids love it, and just like there's so many children and there's not a teacher here for them or somebody that's willing to do it yet. Mm-hmm. I am busy with my other career in music and entertainment that I would honestly like to pass it on to someone. So when I'm teaching kids, a lot of parents will assume that it's going to be slow, kids have to stay still, and that's exactly not the case. It's super fast-paced, and I have a plan, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? I keep going from one thing to the other.
Sheri trained under a local woman and says there is a huge yoga following in the piece.
I did it here. Brenda Adams is originally from here, Donald actually, and she lives in Mission now, so she comes up every couple months and does training up here. Like under the yoga tree is a lot of people going there, right? Like there's the Mark's Hot Yoga place. You have yoga at the gyms.
She truly fell in love with the practice when she was pregnant with her son Drake.
Just when I was pregnant doing yoga, it was more of a relaxation, right? And the breathing helped. Any breathing techniques will help with the labor stuff too, or just calming your body down. And then now it's like, or when I got back to it after having a child, and then just the strength of it. So I've been in a gym since I was 10. Okay, so by the age of 19, 20, I was certified trainer. Did that for 10 years. So I just turned 30, and I'm done with the fitness part of it. But I got, I went through my weight training and all that, and I was like a hardcore gym junkie, I guess you'd say. And then I tried yoga, and I was like, wow, I don't want any part of anything else, and I just want to stick with yoga. So I became certified, and yeah, it's a body, mind, strength thing, right? Like, it calmed me down. It was like all the anxiety I've ever had, like, I don't have anxiety attacks anymore, you know? Like, if you haven't done it for a while, like, I still get sore, but I'm to a more advanced level where I can hold things for longer or working in headstands and stuff like that, right? So, and that's another thing, it's a challenge. So when you learn to go upside down for the first time and you're not afraid to go upside down, and then it's a huge accomplishment that you've created, and it's a mind over matter thing too. You're like, oh, I can do that.
Sheri encourages everyone to try yoga for physical and or mental benefits.
Every body is different for one, and then as you keep doing it, then your body will become flexible, or, you know, the more and more you do something, you'll get better at it. But I get that a lot. There's a yoga class for everyone. So you can go to the yoga classes that are super slow and long and just boring, I guess, right? If you're not in that headspace to have that time. Say a more slower class would be like a hatha class, which it would be slower paced, holding the poses for longer. Or you can go to a flow class, which is a lot faster. You're holding, you're more flowing into body positions than not. That's my favorite kind of class, I guess, right? Is moving my body correspondingly with each other. And then you can go where you have a huge part of a cardio workout in your class, right? You can move it faster. So it's all depending on the teacher, the type of class.
And yoga is just that, full of practices to suit certain attention spans, like her little one.
He'll do it, but he wants the challenging poses. He doesn't want to do the boring stuff anymore. He's done. He's like, no, I want to do heads downs and typical arm balances. Boy. And yes, he's moved on. But he's also been in karate for 2 years, so he's kind of
that's his thing.
That stuff, yeah.
And she's now able to share her love of yoga with the community for little to no cost.
Stretch and Breathe class is open to the community, so any members that want to come, whether they belong to the church or that they don't, everybody's welcome to this class. It's free or by donation, then the money will go towards whatever upcoming mission that Evangel's supporting. So I do believe people are going to Nicaragua this summer, and some people just got back in from spring break. They went to Mexico and they built 3 houses for families that lived in cars. And then the money that we raise goes towards the stuff that they, like, you take the family shopping for things for their houses, whether it be pots and pans or pictures for the wall, whatever they want, bedding, anything like that. So it's a way to give back, and it's a way for anybody to get together and work out, whether it be yoga, stretching, or boot camp, or some crazy insanity DVD, whatever you like, yeah.
The Evangel Church is the spot where Sheri gives her time to participants. She said since joining, it has been life-changing for her and her son.
So I was originally looking for a positive community church that my son and I can go to. And I've never felt more welcomed at a place in my life. I didn't attend a church for like 20 years, and then I walked into this place and I knew like more than half the people that came here, and they're all involved in the community. They're very health and wellness based, holistic health especially, like the natural way to do things. And then it's really neat because they'll put twists on the competitiveness of it, and we'll get teams together and we'll compete with each other to get fit, or who could do the most workouts in a week or whatever, just to be healthy. It's very community minded or involved. They work with everything from like party in the park events to team fit to helping out wherever they can.
And whether you come with a donation in hand or just a positive attitude, Sheri ensures you will leave feeling great.
Breathing, quieting your mind, listening to whether you believe it's yourself or God, stopping those wheels from turning all the time, just being still within yourself. So, and then the poses make you stronger inside and out. And then at the end of the class, you feel like this huge weight's lifted off of you.
So thanks to Sheri for hosting us down at the Evangel Church. We had an amazing time, and just remember, every Wednesday night you can go there for free or by donation to participate in one of her classes. Your local news is up right now. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll catch you back here next Thursday night at 5:30 p.m.
CJDC TV.